Wow, some people just age
I'm
gracefully.
telling you, you never can tell their ages. But talking about aging gracefully, another personality that fits into that description is certainly a style icon. Senator Florence Ita Giwa, we got up close and personal with a politician who will be celebrating her 70th birthday on Sunday. Can you believe 70? Enjoy this one.
Senator Florence Ita Giwa, popularly known as Mama Bakassi, needs no introduction. Her boisterous personality at social gatherings continues to make enduring statements. Ita Giwa stands shoulder high as a true definition of a cosmopolitan African woman. She bravely sojourned into politics many years back when many women wouldn't even dream about it. She rose through the ranks and eventually represented her people at the Federal House of Representatives and at the senatorial level. While she grows as a politician, she never abandoned her maternal responsibilities. A proud mother and grandmother, she extends her motherly role beyond her immediate family, a feat which bagged her the informal title Mama Bakassi, a testament of her selfless service to the Bakassi people. The elegant lady, who was married to renowned late journalist Ita Giwa, the founding editor of Newswatch magazine, is set to celebrate her 70th birthday. And Metrofile got up close and personal with a fashion icon who is obviously aging gracefully.
So my look doesn't have anything to do with young. Rather, what I'm trying to do for women like you, young women like you, is to make you not to be scared of age. Because like I keep telling people, age is inevitable. It will come. But however, you don't have to shrivel. You don't have to start using walking stick. You understand? You don't have to have wrinkled body and wrinkled face because, you know, you've gathered those number of years.
Yeah.
So my ambition from when I was growing up, probably around your age, was to age beautifully,
Gracefully.
and gracefully.
Yeah.
You understand? Because, you know, all age is beautiful.
So what's the secret of your graceful and youthful look?
I have created two beings. Ita Giwa, the professional, the senator, the businesswoman, you understand? And then Florence. So at the end of the day, I said, okay, you know, Ita Giwa, you have used Florence enough. Now Florence wants to be Florence. She wants to be herself. So that's the time now. I now have my body pampered. I take my time and I can lay in the bath for about 30 minutes. I come out and put all my nice moisturizers. I mean, I mix all kinds of things in my bath. Then I come out and
good. Feeling good.
Know, yes, you know, and of course I have my wonderful Filipino lady that will give me massage and all that. So by the time I finish, and I'm ready to play with the children, you know. So it's I live at home. I live an extremely feminine kind of life at home, you know. And I'm a Calabar woman. The Calabar woman is always very, very proud to be a woman, and she's a total woman. Because the Calabar woman can look after herself. She can run home. And she can also be a career woman.
And she can also cook very well.
Absolutely, amazing, amazing food. You know, I mean, of course I cook, yeah, and because I like food.
Senator Florence Ita Giwa says the circumstance that led to the death of her husband Ita Giwa and her mother propelled her into politics.
I recall that my mom had been to jail like 3 times, you know, and I said to myself that, then, you know, I started getting pressure from people to come in. Initially, I didn't really want to, but, you know, after some time I said to myself that, okay, you know, and of course the Bakassi issue was playing up seriously, you know, so I said, okay, number one, I'm not going to let those names disappear.
Yeah.
Then number 2, hey, I can use this platform to propagate the cause of my people. I can use this platform to struggle for my people. And I believe that if I work hard, you know, I can achieve something.
She has been at the forefront on the issue of the Bakassi people, and she says the government needs to intervene.
I've done everything in my life. I've demonstrated on the streets of Calabar. I've demonstrated on the streets of Lagos. I've gone around the embassies that were co-signatories to that Green Tree Agreement. I've gone to the UN, you know. But today, my joy today is that the governor that has just come in, is very, very sympathetic.
She got into politics when there were fewer women, and she says women need to rise up to the challenge.
In fairness to Mrs. Jonathan, she took that as a project. Do you understand? And women do have influence on their husband. Do you understand? And she really assisted those women to win election. However, I think that women should work harder. And however, although it is difficult, because whether you like it or not, politics is very, very capital intensive. And the women do not have the opportunity to make money that men make. Like now, if you hear billion, it's men that you hear. You don't hear women. You understand? What women get, even in business, is the crumbs. So how do you go out to win election? That is the thing. So once women have enough education, and then once they can raise money, then I believe that the number would come up. You know, so my prayer is that this President Buhari, will try to be more gender friendly.
Now, women on our own, do we really support each other?
My own, I don't know about others, but in the last couple of years, I've seen tremendous show of love from women. I've seen women, I've enjoyed a lot of admiration from women. I've seen women address me as their source of courage, which wasn't like that before, you know. And women are beginning to help each other, because initially, when women climb up the ladder, they just throw away the ladder and they remain there in that pedestal, and it's just them. But now women are trying to make sure that other women climb slowly after them. What I'm trying to do is to, you know, encourage other women to climb slowly.
You're someone who is out there in the public by virtue of what you do, the charity works you do and all of that. When people make some nasty statements or statement that you find very, very annoying, how do you react to it?
I really don't have bad press. And the media have been extremely, extremely supportive of what I do. The media know that I don't do frivolous stuff. The media know that, which I tell women, that if you're a leader, you lead by example. You understand? So you don't give the media cause, you understand, to look into your lifestyle. You lead by example. You know, not that one is the same, but you lead by example. You know, my controversies are controversies that has to do with the welfare of the masses.
You'll be 70. It's not one day. You've grown. You've seen. You've experienced both the good and the bad times. Can you just tell us how the last 70 years has been for you?
It's not that I'm sitting back and looking. You know, I was just moving. You understand? I just kept going like a bull, non-stop.
Yeah.
You know, then I got into politics, and then there was all kind of issues,
so fast.
and I needed to catch up with those guys and all that. So I just kept moving. I never looked back. I never complained, because I didn't want to complain that the man pushed me out. What I let the men understand is that, look, you know, I'm not here to push you out, so don't push me out. I'm here to compliment you. So let's compliment each other. You know, but I've done so many things. You know, I've been a politician. I've tried to sing and dance for Bakassi. You know, I've been a business person. I've done medical equipment. I've traveled around Nigeria to equip hospitals. You know, I'm doing oil and gas. You know, I'm doing charity. I'm bringing up children.
So you're just busy.
I'm busy. You know, then I'm doing a lot of mentoring. I'm doing that, and then I also became a celebrity, which means that almost every other week I have to dress up to do the red carpet.
Yes.
Which in the end I ended up enjoying. You know, because one good thing is that the red carpet thing, what it did to me was to help me keep my waistline.
Okay.
You understand? Because for you to be on the red carpet, you have to look good. You have to get into those evening dresses, you know. So, hey, it is so exciting. You know, and I'm hoping that I'll be allowed to slow down, although it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You know, because I'm still working.
Now, at 70, what would you be doing differently now?
I was telling my makeup artist that I look at the mirror and say, okay, 70, where are you? You know,
when you look at it, you see 50.
I said, something in order, something me real. You know, I'm saying things like that. And actually, I feel so much loved. I don't even think that any other woman in this country has enjoyed the love I have enjoyed, you know, and a lot of support. And the thing that I just came out and started it alone, no father, no mother, no husband, but very solid. and everything has been achieved with my dignity in place. At no time has anybody attempted to take advantage of me.
Wow.
Because I don't even allow it.
Now, at your age, when you used to get admiration from men.
Well, you get admiration. If you are good looking, you get admiration even up to 80.
So you used to get.
Why won't you get admiration from men? But I get admiration from men, but men do respect me a lot. You understand? That's one thing I like Nigerian men for. And I have very, very close male friends, I'm not an easy person. I always say that in your right sense, you should not try to be friends with Ita Giwa, because if I have a problem, when I wake up with that issue, that I need your help, I don't look at it and say it can be 3 a.m. and I'll call you up at 3 a.m. that there's this problem to be solved. I think I probably would have picked that from my boss or Obasanjo, because if there's a problem, he can wake you up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. or even 2 a.m. and tell you that come over, let's solve this problem. So, but the good thing is that all my friends, they're women, God bless them, their wives understand that, there is a purpose for that, and they're dealing with a very clean human being. I say that with a sense of pride.
Young women, a lot of young people out there who look up to you, the sort of inspiration, motivation, whatever it is they look up to you for. What your advice for them, really?
Pursue your career fearlessly and with all the energy you can. And don't be ashamed that people think you're putting too much. You have to work. When I was in the House of Rep, when we were in the hotel, at 2 a.m., I see my colleagues in the lift, and they asked me, how come you are not sleeping? So I said, because we are all suffering from insomnia. What you are looking for is what I'm looking for. Because they expect you woman to go to sleep, and then they go around and have their meetings in the night. By the time you meet in the morning, they say they've taken decisions. Like in the Senate or in the House already, they shared all the positions at night, and then just come formality to vote and all that. So I have to be part of that arrangement. So when you are going and following, that's what women should do. But if you try to be the nice lady that, you are in your home sleeping, then you come and cry the following day, no way. So don't be ashamed. Where they go, you follow them. If they shut that door, you open the door and go in. Nobody would uproot you. Go in and sit down. They look at you and try to intimidate you. You look back at them and say, hey, we are all human beings. That is it.
For Senator Florence Ita Giwa, life begins at 70 as she hopes to continue to contribute her own quota towards the growth and development of the country.